Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to challenge some long-held beliefs about our health, specifically concerning our teeth and overall well-being. We often blame our DNA for our dental bills, saying things like, "My crooked teeth are just like my mother's," or "I have a small mouth, it runs in the family." These are comforting lies we tell ourselves to explain away health issues. But let me tell you, a genetic mutation simply cannot sweep through the entire human population in just a single century. We're going to explore what's truly behind these changes, drawing on the groundbreaking findings of Dr. Weston Price and principles designed to help us all achieve a vibrant life from 30 to 120 years young. For thousands of years, our ancestors had naturally straight, beautiful teeth without ever needing braces or extractions. Think about that for a moment. They had zero dental care as we know it, yet a perfect smile was the norm. Today, crowded teeth are sadly common. History clearly shows us that the human blueprint includes a perfect, naturally aligned smile. The flaws we see now are a very recent development, not something ingrained in our ancient genes. True evolution doesn't happen in 100 years. If we look at the incidence of crooked teeth, or malocclusion, we see something remarkable. For 10,000 years, there was stability. Our ancestors had excellent dental health. But then, about 150 years ago, with the introduction of industrial roller milling for refined flour and, of course, sugar, there was a sudden and dramatic increase in malocclusion. We've been told it's a genetic myth, an inherited trait like eye color. But the biological reality is that genetic changes take millennia to occur. The rapid collapse of the human dental arch in what's effectively a blink of an eye tells us one thing: if the genes haven't changed, the environment certainly has. This isn't a genetic mutation, it's what we call an injury caused by our changing world. A true pioneer in understanding this physical degeneration was Dr. Weston Price, a brilliant dentist. Back in the 1930s, Price embarked on an incredible journey, traveling to the most remote corners of the world from the Swiss Alps to the Amazon. He wanted to uncover why modern humans were suffering from so much physical decay, particularly dental issues. What he found, documented in his seminal work, Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, was profound. He discovered that dental issues weren't random bad luck. They were the predictable result of a specific change in lifestyle. He meticulously documented the exact moment traditional cultures adopted modern foods, and how quickly their health declined. Dr. Price observed a universal pattern of collapse. He found that cultures eating traditional diets consistently displayed broad faces and perfect, well-aligned teeth. But wherever modern commerce foods like white flour and sugar replaced these traditional diets, the dental arch literally collapsed, leading to narrow faces and crowded teeth. This pattern held true whether he was in the high Swiss Alps or the Amazonian jungles. It required no genetic change whatsoever, only a shift in the menu. This highlights the powerful impact of diet on our physical structure, proving it's not our genes but our groceries. This isn't evolution, we're seeing it's malnutrition. Look at this compelling example: a mother who ate a traditional diet, and her daughter, who grew up on the displacing foods of modern commerce, like jams and white bread. They share the same genes, but their diets were vastly different. The mother has a wide, well-formed face, while the daughter's face is narrower, often accompanied by dental crowding. The genetic potential for a wide, healthy face was there, but it simply failed to express itself due to a lack of proper nutrition. This shows how quickly poor dietary choices can impact our physical development, even within a single generation. Let's talk about the architectural failure we're seeing: the narrow jaw. The symptom, of course, is crooked teeth or impacted wisdom teeth. But the underlying disease is an underdeveloped jawbone. Think of it this way: your teeth are the furniture, and your jaw is the room. If you don't build the room big enough, the furniture simply won't fit. Crowding is not a defect of the teeth, it's the body trying to fit a standard set of teeth into a shrunken foundation. This is a crucial distinction, and it underscores how vital proper development of the jaw is for overall health and alignment. Our DNA provides a perfect blueprint, containing the instructions for a wide, attractive, and functional face. However, like any blueprint, it needs the right materials to bring that design to life. This is where epigenetics comes in. The expression of those genetic instructions depends entirely on the resources available. When the body lacks the raw materials, the vital nutrients to build strong bones and a well-developed facial structure, it compromises the design. The perfect face remains only a possibility on the blueprint, it never fully materializes. It's about giving our bodies the right building blocks. So, what are these missing bricks? They are crucial fat-soluble vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, and especially vitamin K2, which Dr. Weston famously called Activator X. The problem is, modern, displacing foods, like sugar and white flour, while providing energy, strip our bodies of the essential minerals needed for growth. We see critical deficiencies in vitamin A and D, which act as signals for proper growth. We also lack minerals, the raw materials like calcium and phosphorus. But the real unsung hero is vitamin K2, our cement truck. It's responsible for delivering minerals precisely where they're needed in the bone. Without sufficient K2, the jaw simply cannot calcify to its full, healthy width. Now, let's explore the domino effect of a shrinking mouth. When the roof of your mouth, which is also the floor of your nose, narrows, it creates a cascade of problems. A high palate and narrow jaw lead to a shrunken nasal passage, making it harder to breathe through your nose. Furthermore, a narrow jaw forces your tongue back into your throat, effectively blocking your airway. The result? Chronic mouth breathing, which can lead to sleep apnea and, over time, chronic oxygen deprivation. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about compromised breathing and long-term health. The implications of these changes are far-reaching. We are, in essence, devolving into weaker bodies. We're seeing an increasing prevalence of chronic rhinitis or stuffy noses, an elongated, often described as cucumber-shaped, face, impacted wisdom teeth, and weak chins or recessed jaws. This isn't merely a cosmetic concern, it's a systemic weakening of the human skeletal structure, often leading to lifelong respiratory issues. This is a fundamental functional failure of our physical development. So, what can we do? We must stop starving our skeletons. To build strong bones, we need to consume the nutrient-dense foods our ancestors prized for millennia. First, the fix: eliminate processed foods like refined flour, sugar, and industrial vegetable oils, which actually rob your body of essential minerals. Then, the fuel: reintroduce nutrient-dense animal products. These foods signal your body to build, grow, and widen, providing the ancestral building blocks needed for optimal health and a strong body. Let's talk about the lost hero in all of this: vitamin K2, what drive Weston called Activator X. We now know it's a vital nutrient. It's found abundantly in the healthy fats of grass-fed animals, things like goose liver, grass-fed butter, and egg yolks from pastured chickens. These are the very foods that modern low-fat diets often tell us to avoid. But here's the truth, especially for those embracing a healthier, low-carb, high-fat lifestyle: healthy fats are not the enemy. In fact, they are the essential vehicle for the vitamins that build your face, your bones, and your overall health. Embrace these fats. To summarize our discussion today, let's outline a new dental manifesto, a guide for better health. First, teeth are not genetic. They are, in fact, a report card on your nutrition. Second, your jaws need materials. You cannot build a strong mansion or a strong jaw with insufficient bricks. Third, modern food shrinks faces. Sugars and refined flours are physically altering our skeletal structure. And finally, real food restores potential. It is absolutely possible to reclaim our biological blueprint and build a healthier, more vibrant you through informed dietary choices. Ultimately, the greatest inheritance we can leave ourselves and the next generation is a strong, healthy body. Crooked teeth, breathing difficulties, and underdeveloped structures are not merely cosmetic issues, they are a signal, a distress flare from a body desperately seeking essential nutrients. Don't just focus on fixing the smile, fix the food. By making conscious, informed choices about our nutrition, we can give ourselves and the next generation the materials needed to build a body that not only lasts but thrives, potentially for 120 vibrant years. Join us in this movement for longevity, from 30 to 120.